two archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. Welcome to the proximity. I'm having World of Goo adventure. And, yeah. Like a... Is there a box? There is a box behind me. 1 second. It's going to annoy me. I'll find a way to... Don't worry, there's not a box behind me anymore. And nor is there a snail in front of me. We are not going to be distracted by playing the World of Goo. Which we are 70% of the way through, apparently. Let's bring this forwards. Oh, we're about to start chapter 4, aren't we? Ye old Reckonator. The distant future. I did the same thing last time, but I'm going to do it again. Aren't you going to... World of Goo 9. Paper Goolf. Because I wanted to see it again. I wanted to theme up the episode properly. Welcome to World of Goo 9. Paper Goolf. Released in the year 2136. Paper Goolf was an anachronism. Paper, that is, sheets of fibrous dry pressed wood pulp, had not existed for generations, like the floppy disk, phonograph, and human legs. It had become its crazy legs. Pete, I've forgotten his name from Blade Runner, become obsolete. Young players looked up from the nutrient tanks, utterly baffled. The Curator, and it's become what the golf. Do better. I'm back here, you sod. I enjoy the polite clapping. Alright, whatever. I'm trying to think if that mechanic was in the original game. Gravity Bridge. World of Goo 11, Gravity Bridge. Why are we listening to this Titanic soundtrack? Welcome to World of Goo 11, released in the year 2216. You could fall up or down, or left or right. It was up to you. Some players thought this was perhaps this gameplay mechanic was a nod to the fact that the original developers built a structurally insufficient bridge. It's okay, I made World of Goo, they said, for plummeting into an infinite ravine. They were never seen again. Curator. Ooh. I don't actually know where the oh, there it is. Wake up, you. This has gotten strange. I've got more goo, larger goo this time. Is this the equivalent to the internet from the original game? Smoke-filled room. World of Goo, 17, black stain. Chapter 1, smoke-filled room.
The city is filthy. The night sky pours down rain like it has a personal grudge. The rhythm of droplets on the pavement echoes through the city's desolate alleyways. A mournful serenade to the lost souls that roam this town. The rain comes from above, but something else comes from below. A thick black sludge seeps up through the cracks in the streets, as if the city itself is bleeding its own filth and corruption. It'll stick to your soul, they laugh. But most people have long stopped wondering what exactly is oozing up through the ground. Just another bit of filth to scrape off at the end of the day.
Private Eye.
That's me.
Cliff Spanner.
Cliff Spanner, private investigator. Got a mystery you need to unravel? I'm your guy. At least I used to be. A sign on the door reads, Cliff Spanner, private investigator. Smoke curls from the end of my sparkler, turning to ash on my desk. Smoky tendrils fade into the dank air. A sudden knock on my office door shatters the silence. Yeah, come in. A woman steps into the room. Her silhouette oozes sensuality. Her eyes shimmer with desperation and allure. Her face is stunning. She moves with an elegance that seems to defy the grimy streets she must have traversed to get here. I catch a hint of her perfume, something intoxicating as she approaches my desk.
I need your help, Mr. Spanner. There's something terribly wrong, and I don't know who else to turn to.
Need a light?
I thought you'd never ask.
What seems to be the problem, Miss,
Call me Effie.
All right, Effie, what brings you?
It's my brother, Rusty Blackwood. He's disappeared, and I fear the worst.
Blackwood. That name is familiar. Effigail and Rustwick Blackwood, right? You and your brother are heirs to the vast Blackwood Oil Company that powers the whole city. Tell me everything, Miss Blackwood.
I thought I told you to call me Effie. My brother, Rusty. You see, he fell in with some sort of environmental activist. Some floozy named Misty.
Misty.
She filled his head with all manner of nonsense. She convinced him that the Blackwood Oil Company wrecked the city, polluted it, and that it was built upon the backs of exploited workers and a damaged environment. Can you imagine? This city would be pitch black without my family's energy. That's when I started noticing changes around the office. Incomplete reports, mysterious memos, strange phone calls at all hours. I tried to brush it off as simple negligence, but, oh, Cliff, I have begun to suspect that my brother is secretly working with Sunshine Power.
My God. Also, this is quite long for presumably something that only lasts one level.
Sunshine Power. They're that new energy company. Harnessing the sun's rays for cheap, clean power, right? They must be a pretty big competitor for your oil business, aren't they?
Well, that's just it, Cliff. With Rusty in bed with the competitor, in bed with Misty, in bed with Sunshine Power, I fear he planned to bring down the Blackwood Oil Company.
You think your brother would destroy your family legacy?
At first, I couldn't believe it. We're family. But the heart wants what the heart wants, Cliff.
The heart can lead a man down the darkest alleyways. And your father, does he know about this?
My father is a powerful man, Mr. Spanner. the sole owner of Blackwood Oil. And there's nothing that goes on in the company he doesn't know about. And if Rusty defected to a rival green energy upstart... Oh, Cliffy, you don't think...
I don't think... What?
You don't think that my father would, in his displeasure, that he would have hurt my brother, do you?
I can't say, Miss
Thank you
Blackwood.
very much for the follow, Jude.
Whatever happened to my brother Cliff, I need to know the truth, no matter how painful.
I'll find your brother, Effie. The truth has a way of revealing itself, even in the darkest corners.
Thank you, Mr. Spanner. Cliffy, please, bring my brother back.
The scent of Effie's perfume lingers in the air. It is certain this case will be my greatest trial yet. The stakes are high, the danger palpable, but I am a private eye, born to the shadows, a crusader in the face of darkness. I am Cliff Spanner, and I have a mystery to solve. The rain beats against the office window. The only light is from the street light outside. Through the sheets of rain and the dusty blinds, the dim, amber glow casts ghostly shadows across my desk.
It's not amber. It's purple. It's in the purple prose you've been speaking all this time. Well, it's pink at the very least. It's certainly not amber. How long is this?
A cleaner mops the floor. It's late, well beyond working hours. Come to think of it, I'm pretty sure someone had already mopped the hallway today. There's something familiar about his weathered face, his tired eyes, but the thought is fleeting.
Hey, you. Someone left a box for you outside.
I nod and continue on. Tonight, my mind belongs to Effie and Effie alone. I step into the inky black night, my footsteps falling heavily on the wet, rain-soaked pavement. The street is illuminated with the harsh neon light of a Blackwood Oil Company billboard. Across the way, there's an even brighter billboard for Sunshine Power, Blackwood's upstart new rival, a renewable energy company. I turn up my collar against the rain. A box beside the door catches my attention. A note says, "Come home soon. Love, Mom." Inside are several goo balls.
Yay! No, I couldn't speak a lot then because it was all dialogue. Paper trail. Is this more golf then? Okay, yes, I see. So I could have done the I could have done them in a logical order, but never mind. World of Goo 9, Paper Goolf was released shortly after World of Goo 8, Dimensional Accelerator. Game set in an increasing number of dimensions. It was physically accurate, but it turns out nobody actually enjoys anything more than 3 dimensions. But I think the perfect number of dimensions will always be 2. The Curator. jelly side up. Released in the year 2216, World of Goo 11 came out during one of those brief moments in time when everyone thought virtual reality would be a really cool idea. Virtual reality was never a good idea. Virtual reality was not a good idea in the 1980s. Virtual reality was not a good idea in the 2020s. But every few decades afterwards, everyone forgets how terrible virtual reality is. Someone always comes along and says, "Hey, you know what would be a really good idea? Strapping a hot, heavy computer to your face." And a stunning achievement of true immersion. World of Goo 11 was notable for its uncanny ability to make players motion sick without strapping anything at all to their face. The Curator. Ah. I guess that's what I wanted. Not quite. Yeah. Okay, I guess. Ooh. Well, yeah, I suppose it doesn't. That's not going that way. I need you to go to a different way. I guess it's no, because I'm going to need to come back anyway. Okay, a little messy, John, but enough actually. Hello, by the way. Alright, channel. Yeah, like it's obvious which way I should pick up, and I, for some reason, just keep picking up the wrong way. Yeah, I really wish I didn't have loads of. Ah. Fuck. Ah. Get it all. That way, please. It is a bit loose, but I think it's fine. Though I am going to slowly get it. I won't get that though. Ah, that's not. Ah, fuck. Ah, shit. What a strange devil. Missing a bit there, but it'll do. I'm unlikely to have perfected it. Wonderful. I'm unsure as to what is going on right now, but I'm enjoying the levels. Let's do another... Let's do another visual novel. Chapter 2. A sip of the sour note. I'll have
I
some
make
biscuit.
my way to a dingy bar called the Sour Note, a haven for those seeking solace from their troubled lives. I'd gotten a tip that Rusty Blackwood, the man I'd been hired to find, has a taste for this joint.
So I muted myself. Yeah, that's that's a level of commitment, a level of Do I go in? There's a box there, but we're going to be told afterwards it's the box, isn't it? There's some self-indulgence, which I enjoy.
A lounge singer is perched sinuously on a stool on a meager stage in the far corner. Her eyes are closed as she leans into the microphone, crooning a slow, sad tune. Her voice laced with a bitter sweetness, mirroring the broken dreams of the souls huddled around the bar. She looks busy. The periphery of the room is decked with sticky-looking crimson velvet upholstery. Tarnished chandeliers cast a dim, eerie glow over the patrons. I approach the bar, flicking wet
I talk
from the
then,
rain
and I was
off the
muted.
collar of my trench coat, and take a seat on one of the worn leather stools.
What's your poison, stranger?
Just information tonight.
I'm a bartender, pal, not a library.
All right, give me a frosty glass of milk.
I'll have to listen to the song afterwards, is what I said, and I muted myself.
Look at that froth.
Say, ever have a man named Rusty Blackwood stop in here for a frothy cup? I've got a photo of him here.
He's got a name I do not know, but yeah, I've seen him. You'll want to talk to Misty.
Misty, who is she and where can I find her?
Just turn around. She sings for you now.
Isn't Misty a large lizard? Well, not anymore, I guess.
Whoa.
Don't go get your hopes up, pal.
Now what would a woman like Misty be doing with a man like Rusty?
She likes some trouble, you know, but I ain't seen these Rusty in a long distance.
Were they, involved in a duet?
Huh?
Were Rusty and Misty both riding side saddle on the same steed? Were they sharing more than a glass of whiskey?
Whiskey? What's that?
Were they both two hot bullets in a revolver?
I don't...
What I mean to say is, were Misty and Rusty romantically permeated?
Can't say for sure, pal. Misty follows here a long, twisty road, but I'd say she enjoys playing with fire. Ain't Rusty? Let's just say last time I saw him here, he was smoking.
You're not so bad at dispensing information, bartender.
Good luck, pal.
Oh, I think I'm unmuted now. Okay.
Looks like he's had too much milk.
Come on, let me take you another cool glass of milk, doll. Come on, let me take you another cool glass of milk, doll.
Double clicking does not make things go faster. Oops, didn't need to lead.
Misty's sultry voice floats in the air like a wounded albatross. She sways to the rhythm of the music. Her eyes move languorously from one patron to another, as if cataloging their sins.
20 years I've waited here tonight. I'm the one in green.
Woo! You think they were tempted to do it the other way round? Release a visual novel, and underneath it would secretly be World of Goo 2.
Say, that was a fine performance, Misty. You possess a heavenly voice of velvet. My name is Cliff Spanner, private detective.
Cool.
Do you know why I'm here?
The mannequin, are you?
I'm hoping you can help me out. I'm looking for someone. I understand you're acquainted with someone named Rusty Blackwood. He's not been seen in a while, and I'm hoping you can tell me where he might have gone. For a woman with such a beautiful voice, you sure are spare on words, aren't you, Misty? A real laconic crusader.
Oh, she's a knockout, isn't she?
She should be illegal.
Can I help you, sweetie? Did you enjoy yourself?
Thank you, but I'm asking some questions of Misty here.
Well, sure, sweetie, go ahead. I'll just powder my nose.
As I was saying, my name's Cliff Spanner, private detective. I'm hoping you can help me out.
Oh, yeah, well, we'll go on then. Spit it out.
I'm looking for a man who's disappeared. I'm looking for Rusty Blackwood. I understand he's an acquaintance of yours.
Do me a favor, sweetie. Turn around, please. Cliffy Cupcake, you can turn around again.
Misty, there was a nice man here. He must have run off.
Oh, you know how men are, Cliff. You think they're one thing, and then they're another.
So about Rusty Blackwood.
Ooh, Rusky, he was a promising one.
Tell me more, Misty. Were you using Rusty to get to his family's Blackwood Oil Company?
Well, you know Blackwood Oil. You know what they do to this city, don't you? They poison it with their oil. The air is thick. Even the ground is bleeding. I tried to show Rusty the truth, but...
You thought you'd convince Rusty to destroy his own family business?
Yeah, Rusty. A little dim, but he was cute. I thought he was interested in cleaning up the city and doing something about this rotten family oil business. And he was, for a while. But he changed. He was lured by another light in the dark.
Where'd he wander off to?
Look, since Rusty's a pal, I'll throw you a bone. But you ain't heard it from me, understand?
If that's what it takes.
I might have an idea who he's been hanging around with.
Yeah? Who?
There's a man, Dmitri Konyak. He's a real charmer. A gentleman of the night, a distant mountain of ill repute. You catch me?
I think I know the type. The city is lousy with characters. Most of them shady.
Watch yourself, Beata. Dmitri is more than you probably expect. He has the way of crashing even the sturdiest ships into his rocky shore. He has the way of getting what he wants, even from tough nuts like you.
What would he want from...
Just find Dmitri Konyak. You will understand. He's usually on the last train out of the city, the midnight steamliner. If you leave now, you still have time to catch him tonight, if you hurry.
What makes you think he'll talk to me?
Well, he won't, not with that attitude. Look at you all dressed up like a private dick.
Just doing my job, ma'am.
Oh, sweetie, you're just a fool in drag. But so is everyone you've ever met.
Anything else you need to tell me about Dmitri Konyak?
You're gonna need something to loosen his tongue.
I know writers who use subtext and they're all cowards.
Take this. I have a feeling it'll make Dmitri talk. It's best I'm not hanging on to this anyway.
It's been a pleasure, Misty.
Just be careful, Spanner. Now, scuttle lost, sweetie. I need to go get ready for my next set.
So, the last time I played World of Goo, the first one, was like 10 years ago, at least? No, it was 8 years ago. But I never re-completed it. So, I played it originally 16 years ago, and I played through the entire game. And then when I replayed it, I think I must have got distracted and never completed it. The reason I say that is, I remember the internet levels, but I think there were levels about, like, power and light. And it's all coming back to me now. I'd have to go check. When I realised they were kind of repeating stuff, I should have probably just looked up what the levels were to remind myself of the story.
I need answers about Rusty Blackwood. And this guy, Cognac, might hold the key. I gotta get to the train station. The echo of Misty's voice trails behind me, mingling with the distant wail of the city. The night is young, and I am not. I see a sad sack in a city cleaner uniform sweeping wet sludge from the sidewalk into the gutter. He turns away from me as I pass. But is this the same guy who was mopping the hallway outside my office? No way, couldn't be. What's your name, friend?
Just a guy looking after this dump. Hey, I think you dropped these.
Oh, I missed like 8 balls. World of Goo 9, Pepper Goolf, Disaster Team. The last piece of paper that ever existed was an 8.5 times 11 notice sent by a bank. Its purpose was to notify a customer that they were going to stop sending physical paper mailings. "Stop mailing me," the customer mumbled as she rolled her eyes and threw it into the trash. The Curator. Alright, if they all group up like that, then I might as well. Good team. Now, Knights of the Old Republic might be a shout, but wasn't I supposed to be remaking that game? It was a Helico. Ah, this seems like it's going to be risky. Yeah! Lovely. So I'm just reading the comment. That makes sense. I fucking hate the start of KOTOR. I'd be if I played it again, I'd be tempted to just mod out that first area. Why, if I ever do that again, what I'd have to do is Mass Effect, because I've never actually played. I never finished Mass Effect 1. I got like 2 hours in, and then barely touched Mass Effect 2. What I should do, actually, I haven't really considered this. I should put a list of all the games I plan to do on the Discord, like in a random order, so I can refer to it and add to it. We're going to be playing Resident Evil 4 in like 10 minutes. I just wanted to do an hour of World of Goo first. Oh yeah, they remastered them as well. The Stumbler. Oh, it's I take it I don't get to control it this time. Okay, cool. This is a retelling of the classic 2008 Tumblr level. Yeah, that's really cool. I just realised what it was doing. It's on the outside rather than the inside. As told from the perspective of the spinning drum itself. High torque inductive loads have valid feelings and experience. And it's so important that we celebrate them. Curator. Okay. This seems like it won't be the easiest thing in the world. Ah. Oh, I don't like that. Need it to roll around again. Oh wow, that went well back. I'll take it back in. Fuck. Oh, is it collapsible? Probably get more in there. I'm going to be lazy though. Murder on the midnight steamliner.
I catch the last train out of the city. All aboard the midnight steamliner. It cuts its way out of the city like a neon blade to the outskirts. A ramshackle smear of strip malls and cheap motels that splatter out of the city like an exit wound.
I'd ask that you leave me be, sir.
The train rattles along the tracks, its rhythmic thrumming a steady counterpoint to the staccato bursts of rain against the window. I can't shake the feeling I'm being tailed, that someone is watching me.
Here you go, you poor old thing.
Passengers are spread out, as if each is harboring a secret they don't want anyone else to hear. I stalk through the carriages, searching for Dmitri Konyak. I'm not sure what exactly I'm looking for, but based on Misty's description, I figure I'll know him when I see him. All I know is that Konyak is a dangerous man whose charisma is inescapable.
I'm like, here you can have these.
A chill runs up my spine. Something isn't right, but I press on.
Whose kid is that?
Hey, mister, you look funny.
Ah, Mr. Konyak.
This must be him. Dmitri is a hard man to miss. He's sitting in a dimly lit booth, accompanied by a stunning woman who looks me up and down as I approach.
Well, go on then. Don't just monologue to yourself. Let's hear what's grappling around in that pretty little head.
Dmitri is a large man, robust, spilling out of his seat, a relic from a time when indulgence was a luxury. His substantial girth, once a symbol of opulence, now hints at the sins he must have savored. The man is immaculately groomed, his mustache adding a touch of rugged sophistication.
Well, thanks. I enjoy my sophisticated mustache, too.
I knew my monologuing would get me in trouble one day.
Finally, something interesting is about to happen. Come sit with me, Hanson. Let's wait for it together.
What's going to happen?
Come sink your teeth into a buttered roll.
Konyak's voice, a resonant basso profundo, was the sturdiest thing on this rickety train.
The secret to the perfect piece of cake is carefully slicing it. to just the perfect size, enormous. You look tired. Has it been a long night?
I'm looking for someone.
You've been talking to Misty.
How do you know? Did she call you?
Uh-oh. Do you see a telephone?
I don't.
You've brought your past with you. Every line under those cute little vodka bottle glasses. That cloud of Misty's perfume you waft him here with, I always told her she wore too much.
I hope my acquired scent didn't disturb the other passengers.
It doesn't matter.
Of course it matters. It's my job to move like a shadow in the night, to not be seen or smelled.
It doesn't matter because there is no one else on this train.
Of course there are, Cognac. I talked to lots of passengers in the carriages before you.
Ghosts. They're all ghosts. Did you try the ham?
Wait, are you saying this is a ghost train?
Wouldn't that be a thrilling story? No, this is not a ghost train.
You've got to suplex ghost trains.
I'm not sure I understand.
We all know
Pick
that.
someone. Anyone on the train you think you make. That woman with feathers in her hair. That man with a freshly pressed suit who looked nervous in the second car. Where are they going? It doesn't matter. Are they going to work? What would happen if they didn't go? Nothing. Nothing would happen. The train would still arrive on time. Their workplace would hire someone else. The papers would still get photocopied. Ghosts. Every one of them. Gruyere.
Don't know what that is.
Dimitri, how long have you been riding this train?
Maybe I've been on this train for 200,000 years. Or maybe I didn't exist until you trotted through that door over there. The more interesting question is, how long am I going to be here?
Well, the end of the line is coming soon.
What is it you really want to ask? And you simply must try the salami.
Thanks, Dimitri, but I couldn't possibly. I'm looking for a different kind of sustenance tonight. I'm looking for someone.
Yes, I see. Quality sustenance comes at a price.
Misty asked me to give this to you.
And what did you say your name was?
Spanner. Cliff Spanner, private detective.
You seem to have captured my attention, Mr. Spanner. How may I help you?
Rusty Blackwood, heir to the Blackwood Oil Company, is missing. I understand he may have interacted with you.
Rusty Blackwood. The poor fool got tangled up in some things stickier than he could handle. He stumbled onto some secrets. Dangerous ones.
Tell me everything, Cognac. Spare no detail.
Rospi had evidence. Documents that could bring a whole charade crashing down.
Charade? What charade? How did you... I mean, how could someone in your professional occupation...
My occupation opens a lot of entrances, Mr. Spanner. My real business is secrets.
I need more, Cognac.
So do I. I'm all out of time. I mean wine.
Tell me where I can find Rusty.
Careful, Spanner.
This isn't my first case, Cognac. Tell me where I can find Rusty Blackwood.
Your entire life has led to this very moment, sitting across from you right now.
We're running out of time.
To find the man you're looking for. To find Rusty Blackwood, here's exactly what you need to know.
Dimitri! Cognac. Cognac, stay with me. I need to know.
Sunshine's manner. You need to find the sunshine. Take this.
Yay! I missed forward. Right. That'll do for the time being. I will return in 20 minutes for some Resident Evil 4. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Wasn't expecting a visual novel. I've been the Johnstruct. I've been having a World of Goo adventure. Farewell. I'll see you next time.